Okay, back again here, Shane. A little more review. We're going to do turkey trot, flying turkey trot. Okay, and if you remember that, so let me review that with you. So we've got low G, high G, F, G. So G, G, F, G. Double strings on the 3rd fret, 2nd and 3rd, and then come back to the F on the 4th string. Tick, pick, hammer. So again, that tick, pick, hammer. So I've got alright, there's the first part. Then we start over again. Same thing we did before. Now you stay right there, little finger, double pick. So just double pick, and this is kind of like that little ending we just did in the G boogie. But you're doing, instead of doing a low G, you're doing a high G, and you're double picking these notes. Here's that chromatic thing where you just go up like this. Okay. Second time through, you do the exact same thing, but this time you do a slightly different ending. You do and stop right there instead of going up this next note. But in place of this next note, you're going to play an A flat power chord. So we have which then moves us up to A. So let me play this first part for you just really slow. And now we're up to A. So you're just going to take that exact same part and play it in A now. So we'd have and so at the second ending of this A part, you do the same thing where you're and then in place of this note, we're going to play a B flat power chord. Alright, and then we have the bridge. E, D, B, A, and then single notes 4, 3, open on the 6th string, and then an E chord. So that part sounds like this. We do that really slow. Again. All right, and you notice I've got a little syncopation here. In other words, it's not landing right on the beat. Like right there's a push. And I'm doing that little dead note right there. It just adds a lot more to the song. And just, again, all those little dead things, you call them ghost notes or dead notes or whatever you want to call them, just adds to the rhythm of the song, especially when you're playing by yourself. So, like right there's another one, right after the B. And I'm going to go to the A. And then that little part, you hit the E, then hit the 6th string, and then hammer from 3 to 4, and then the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay, so you're on E. All right, then the second time, same thing. Now we're going to do A once, twice, 3 times. On the third time, you do it a little different. You're going to play the A, 4, 3, 2, instead of 4, 3 open like we were doing previously. 4, 3, 2, and then you just come right back to this G and start over again. Okay, so here's the whole bridge. So let's go through the whole song here. I'll do it really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start over again. You can do that as many times as you wanted. Preferably speed that up. It's a little more funky if you can play it a little faster than that. So, okay, and now let's do Blackbird. I haven't done Blackbird for a long time. So, and remember, you can either use your pick and your fingers, or you can just play with your fingers. So I'm just going to play with my fingers on this time. So we have the little partial chords, and so for instance, right here is a C chord. Well, if I say play C, I don't want you to play this chord. I want you to play these partial chords in Blackbird. So here is the C note, and here is the note that makes it major. So I'm on the 5th string and the 2nd string. So there's a C. Here's a D. Here is E minor. If I want an E major, you've got a space in between. If you want E minor, that's E major. Here's E minor, just drop it a fret. So I want a C minor, for instance. Here is a C minor. Okay, so basically you have major, minor, and how you know what chord you're playing is whatever note the bass note is. So that's a C, and if the note's here, it's major, and if it's here, it's minor. All right. So, and we start off with the G, which is just the 6th and the 2nd string open. Okay. Almost throughout the whole entire song, after everything I do here, I'm going to want to hit the chord. I'm going to hit the 3rd string open afterwards. So, okay, so I'm playing a G, and here's A minor. So I'm playing the 5th string open, 1st fret, 2nd string. Here is an inside G. It's like this inside part of this chord. 2nd fret, 3rd fret on the 5th and 2nd strings. And again, I'm hitting the 3rd string open. Then I move all the way up to a G here. And if I played a bar chord like right here, that would be a G, but I'm only using the 5th and the 2nd strings. And my little picking pattern here is what I call a roll, R-O-L-L. So I'm doing pinch, and remember when I play 2 strings at once, 2 strings at once, I'm thinking of pinch. 2 strings at once, I am calling that a pinch, like right here. There's a pinch. Okay, so I've got the 5th string at the 10th fret and the 2nd string at the 12th fret, and I'm doing pinch, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5. So really slow. pinch, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, pinch, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5. All right. So this first part, all right, and then I'm just going to rattle off the chords here. We have C, E minor, D, and you should be able to figure out how to play these by now. And then we have the big stretch. So I'm going to move this finger up 1 fret and my little finger up 3 frets. So I'm actually on the 6th and the 10th frets of the 5th and 2nd strings. And then I do start with a roll here on E minor, E flat, major. So all I did was move this finger down 1 fret and left my little finger where it was. And then this is the part everybody forgets. This is a little connector between the first big part of the song and the second big part of the song. We have a D to an E minor. And then, let's situate it a little better here. Not my chair very good here today. Okay, then we have the second part of the song, which starts on a C major. You're going to do the roll here through this whole part to C minor, so I'm going to bring that finger down, and then we're going to move that down. You could almost look at that. This is a B minor. It's really an inside G, but a B minor and inside G, these notes would be the same. So we have C, C minor, called B minor for right now, then to an A. And remember, this is the 5th string open is the A. And so this is just like playing an A chord here, except I'm only using this note and the 5th string. So, and then to A minor. So A minor would be like this. Well, I'm going to move this note down to here to get A minor. And then to G. Again, I'm looking at the screen, so I'm not looking at my fingers. So so C, C minor, B minor, A minor, G. Okay, so this middle part again is C, E minor, D, big stretch, E minor with the roll, E flat with the roll, D to E minor, C, C minor, G, or B minor I should say, A minor, G. So let's go through that much so far. 3, 4. Again. Then we have a little bridge, and it goes to F major. Now where would that be? And remember, throughout this whole song, the bass notes are only located on the 5th or the 6th strings. So we would find, hopefully you found this by now, but here's B, E, A, D, here's E, here's F. So I'm going to play F major. So here's F, and here's major. This would be minor. Okay. So F to E minor to D minor to C. Okay, so we have to B flat. Now here's a C, so where would be B flat? This is B, so here's B flat, and it's B flat major. You're going to start the roll right here, and then back to C. So this first part of the bridge, and the second part, B flat, down to A minor, and then G. And I think I showed you this little ending with the harmonics. You could do so I'm doing, this is a G chord, and I've got the fourth string, the third string, the second string. And remember, to do the harmonics, all I'm doing is just touching the string. I'm not pushing it down. It's just like a little bell-like tone. So I'm kind of doing a little roll with my hand like this. Like thumb first. I don't know if you can see this here. Thumb first, second. So I'm doing like that, just right in a row. So I'm just kind of almost twisting my wrist. Let's see, there we go. Like that. And then I go to the 7th fret, and then I go to the 5th fret. So just nice, pretty little. And kind of a cool little thing to do here too. Is I'm bending behind the nut here. So I'm bending the second string up 1 fret. So that turns this G into a suspended. You don't want to bend it too far, which I just did actually. So that's like doing this. Except you're bending the string up, so it sounds kind of cooler. And then one other thing you could do with this is the harmonics. If we had so those are kind of cool. So I'm getting the second string, and this is kind of counterintuitive because you're playing a high note and then you're going up the neck to get a low note. A high note to a low note. So I mean, usually you go up the neck, you get a higher note. Okay, and you're going to a higher string and you're going up the neck and you're still getting a lower note. So I'm getting the 7th fret of this, and this part doesn't hurt to use a pick even. So I'm doing 7th fret on the second string, 12th fret first string, 7th fret third string, 12th fret second string, 12th fret fourth string, or the 7th fret fourth string, 12th fret third string, 7th fret fifth string, 12th fret fourth string, 7th fret sixth string, 12th fret fifth string, and then just a G chord. So you see I'm just going 7, 12, 7, 12, 7, 12, 7, 12, 7, 12. And I'm always going from a lower string to a higher string. So I'm going to the second string to the first string, third string, second string, fourth string, third string, fifth string, fourth string, sixth string, fifth string. You see the pattern develop there, hopefully. All right. Okay. And then just that G. So that's a really nice little ending. So you could add, you know, those little, harmonics on the 12th, 7th, and 5th fret first, and then do that. Depends on how long you want your ending to be. So, okay, let me give you one more. Let's do Tore Down. That's that old blues song we haven't done for a while. And it's in C. It's this little riff here. So I'm doing C note, 3rd fret, 5th string. Then with my little finger, you can use your ring finger too, is the 5th fret on the 2nd and 3rd strings. 5th fret, or 3rd fret. So I'm doing double strings on both of those. And then the 5th fret on the 4th string. Okay. Then it goes to F. And that's the 3 chords. It's a 12-bar blues, 3 chords. So the chords are C, F, and G. We're going to go to F. Now you're not going to do any double strings here, and that's just the guitar doesn't lend itself to doing those as easily here, so I won't show those to you. I'm doing the same little pattern, I just moved to F. So 1st fret, 6th string, 3rd fret, 4th string, 1st fret, 4th string, and 3rd fret, 5th string. And then the final chord is a G, so I'm just going to move this F shape that I just did up. And then the only other thing that you have is there's a little break in there, and it's just you can just play a power chord for right now. It goes, well, I went to the river to jump in. Okay, so you're just doing a C, and you're going to go 1/2 step below it, come back to it, and then a 1/2 step above it, and come back to the C. Okay, and that's pretty much the whole thing. So, well, I'm tore down. I'm almost level with the ground. F, well, I'm tore down. I'm almost level back to C. G, well, I feel like this. F, baby, can't see bound. And G, and here's the little break. Well, I went to the river to jump in. Baby showed up and said, I will tell you when. F, tore down. I'm almost level with the ground. G, well, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. Long break. Well, I love you, baby, with all my might. A love like ours is out of sight. I love you in the morning, the evening too. When you leave me alone, I get mad with you. Well, I'm tore down. I'm almost level with the ground. Well, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. And then, kind of like the G boogie, you could use that same little ending here, but it sounds a little different because you can use different, you're in a different key, and so you can use different octaves. Well, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. Okay, so I'm playing a C, 6th string open, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and then on the 5th string I'm playing 1, 2, 3. And then end up with a C7 chord. Okay. All right, well, went over quite a few songs here today. I guess that's about time. Like always, if you got any questions, email me, text me, however you want to get a hold of me, call me on the telephone. So, okay, we will see you next time around. Bye.